Hello, friend. Today we're going to be talking about fairness. In this lifetime, we often encounter problems, and these problems can often feel overwhelming. And at these moments, man, it often feels like this life is unfair. But one of my fundamental beliefs is that this life is actually very fair on several different levels, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. At least two. Let's start with basics. This life is fair on a scale of one lifetime. This applies when we talk about markets, and it can be any kind of market. It can be market of ideas, market of things, market of content, doesn't matter. It would be better described as a process of value exchange. We humans are wired to give back any value we receive. So anything good that happens to you, you would want to give back. Same happens with negative energy. Anything bad you do to others will come back to you. It's like a pendulum. In any market, it works so that once value is produced, eventually value will be given back. Sometimes it takes more, sometimes it takes less time, but on average, one who produces value ends up receiving value back. We do not like to take advantage of other human beings. That's how we are wired. A person who constantly produces value and is valuable to others will find their way to receive something back. It really is not a question of figuring out how to monetize a thing. It's always a question of how do I produce value? So this is one level on which this life is very fair. If you constantly produce value, you will find a way to get some value back. Always. Number two, this life is also fair on a more cosmic level. If you zoom out, everything structurally just causes and conditions. It might feel like sometimes it's unfair. Why am I born in a poor family and someone else is born into a rich one? I get these problems and someone gets a totally different set of problems I much rather have. Well, fundamentally, everything is just cause and condition. I am happy because I ate a banana. Banana is a condition, happy is the cause. If I tie my happiness to the fact of having a banana, I will be unhappy. The ego attachment is the condition. The suffering is the cause. Everything is fundamentally very fair, just causes and conditions. Nobody gets to choose whether they suffer or not. Everyone suffers equally as well. There is a lot of cosmic scales, or more like lifetime-wide scales, on which this life is very fair. Everyone suffers. The flavors are a little bit different. You sometimes prefer a dukha with vanilla flavor, but it doesn't change the fact that you suffer. Your neighbors suffer the same, a rich person suffers the same, a dictator, a poor man, doesn't matter. Everyone suffers. Different flavors. The effort you put in is also very fair. And I'm only talking about effort in mindfulness and actually realizing your suffering, realizing your causes and conditions in this lifetime, and not detaching yourself with them too much. Any effort you put into being better as a person, very fair. Very similar results for equal amount of effort you put in. Cosmically, we are very insignificant, and that is also very fair. I think if you got to live a lifetime of achievements and great goals and anything that has made you feel significant, doesn't really bother the stars. Same thing as if you lived a quiet life, being content with your present moment, doesn't make your life better, doesn't make your lifetime better. Cosmically, still very insignificant, and it is very fair. I hope those two frames could help you in a time of need. It's totally normal to feel overwhelmed by life and the cards were dealt. By reframing that and taking a step back, a deep breath, and some fair lenses on life goes a long way. That's all I have for you today.